A pleasant day to everybody. This is the presentation of Maburak Elementary School on MAPEH accomplishment on Melcs implementation and Alogs for quarter 1 and 2 school year 2021-2022. Sit back and relax as you watch our video presentation. This is Rosan R. Alfaro, Teacher 2, MAPEH Chairman of Maburak Elementary School. For the introduction, in response to DepEd's Sulong Edukalidad that aims to achieve quality basic education, Maburak Elementary School eagerly participated on the said program. This presentation shows the accomplishment that we had on Melcs implementation and assessment learning outcomes and grading or Alog for school year 2021-2022, quarter 1 and quarter 2. Truly, that pandemic is not a hindrance to us educators to share knowledge to our dear pupils. Despite of our current platform in education, we continuously guide, assess, and do some innovations and interventions to address the needs of our learners. And we are very proud to present to you our accomplishment in MAPEH. And for our objectives, update and review the K-12 curriculum. Assess the Melcs implementation and Alog. Share the accomplishments and best practices of Maburak Elementary School. And find ways on how to strengthen teaching and learning process during pandemic. And for the second part of our video presentation, performance results. Here are the test results in assessment in music for first and second quarters. If you will notice, there is a progress or improvement in terms of MPS, first and second quarter. Next is consolidated first quarter and second quarter grades. From grade 1 to grade 6 in music, arts, PE, and health. In order to evaluate and assess the learnings of our pupils from the lessons that we taught to them, we use assessment that measures how far they learn from our lesson. Here are some examples of assessment tools that we use to measure the learnings of our lesson in MAPEH. The performance of pupils were reflected on their report card. And here is the example of report card from first to second quarter. We also need to identify the least learned skills of our pupils that will be the basis of our intervention and remediation to enhance their performance in MAPEH. The next slide shows the performance task of our pupils.
Enero, febrero, marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, noviembre, diciembre, lugi-lugi, halina at pag-aralan ang amang 12 buwan. Ulit-ulitin nating bigtusin, sabay-sabay
Bonbon Remix.
We also monitor the pupils' performances and activities and keeping in touch with them to give follow-up and words of encouragement. And now let us move on to part 3, which is accomplishment and best practices. Following the Melcs to achieve the learnings that are designed to develop the knowledge of every pupils holistically. For the modalities that we use, modular distance learning refers to a learning delivery that is in form of individualized instruction where learners use their self-learning modules or SLM in print or in digital format, whichever is applicable in the context of the learner with the guidance of any members of the family or other stakeholders in the community, trained to serve as learning facilitator. The following are examples of instructional and learning materials that we use to help learners achieve their holistic development. And to make this thing a reality, parents' involvement is very important. Maburak Elementary School conducted a General Assembly during the opening of school year 2021-2022, and the aim of the assembly is to brief parents about the learning modalities that the school will adopt. And during the parent orientation that Maburak Elementary School conducted, we briefed parents about the honesty booth and the process of retrieval and submission of modules. And we are very grateful to unending support and love of our community stakeholders. This donation will be a great help in providing our pupils learning materials and devices that we may use in teaching our pupils. Let us proceed to part 4 of our presentation, and it is about interventions and innovation. The teacher strongly reminds parents to strive to obtain and return students' modules on time. The teacher also contacts the parents through messenger, phone call, text message, or handwritten notes. The teacher provides additional activities to further develop the students' performance. The teacher also calls the attention of parents to make sure their children are the one answering the task in the modules. The teachers also calls the student for individual monitoring or ask the parents to send video clips of students doing a performance task. Another intervention is Teacher Nanay. In this intervention, parents are requested to monitor and guide their children in doing their MAPEH activities given by the teacher. Parents, together with the pupils, watch the video lessons in MAPEH so that they can understand well the lesson. We also monitor how pupils do their activities in MAPEH via online performance task. Kamustahan, continuous monitoring of pupils' progress and performance through video chats, text calls, and Google Meet. We also provide pupils game activities in performing their physical education. For our Part 5, issues and concerns that we met. Parents are unable to return and get modules on time. Another, the output of the student is not reliable due to the possibility that the parent is answering the activities of the student. For Part 6, Curriculum, Policies, and Recommendation. For our Melcs, provide a variety of learning materials suitable in each competency in Melcs to make learning process more enjoyable. For Alog, give the teacher an extra hand in doing extra-related activities. For our Part 7, Technical Assistance Need. Further training on making video lessons and other use of technology-based instruction materials. And that ends our presentation for this day. Thank you for watching.